MAXN right now we're looking at $30. We break $31, then we can continue to push to the upside. Right now we're retesting level, we're testing breakout level. So look for price to continue to push to the upside, because why? Hello everybody, good morning. This is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time, you are welcome to this channel. Now we're going to be talking about stocks as usual, and we're going to be talking about technical levels. We're going to be looking at levels for the market and where we have broken out of range, right? This is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock or equity. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's get into the stocks, right? I have so many tickers, I have so many stocks to talk about, but the remaining chart, if I cannot analyze them here, I'm gonna post them up on my stock tweet and on Twitter account, so keep an eye out as they come in. Looking at the market in terms of the economic calendar, we got Feds as well. Fed speakers, they're coming in Monday on the 22nd. We got James Bullard as well, San Francisco Fed president as well, Mary Daly or Daly or whatever it's called, coming in on Monday. Pretty much they're going to be speaking on Monday, and that will also give the market a boost, or just a fall down. So anyways, May 23rd, that's gonna be as well, Dallas Fed is gonna be speaking, and above all, we're also gonna have our PMI as well coming in on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll also have the minutes from the Fed's meeting. So this is going to be very critical. This is going to be really important to actually pay attention. So Wednesday in the market is going to be really critical. So after that Fed's meeting, we have the jobs initial jobless claim as well as PCE. So we have very hot market on Wednesday and hot market on Friday, so keep an eye out for that as well. And of course on the 29th we'll close in terms of Memorial Day. So what is really helping the market or driving the market crazy right now is the debt ceiling. So there have been so many standoff and been threats to our economy, right? So he said the US debt ceiling standoff threatens the economy and markets, but we've seen this move before, right? If you look at what happened back in the day with the debt ceiling, there's always saga, there's always commotion, there's always issues here and there, fighting back and forth, but at the end of the day, they get passed. So keep an eye out, okay? Looking at SPY, this is the market, the S&P 500 ETF trust, right? If you look at this S&P, we really broke out of that level, right? That 418 level, and now we got right into 420. Okay, 420 is that another resistance spot. Okay, we really crossed that level, okay, only to reject it back down, which is normal, because guess what happened before? We got to that spot and solidly we just sold right off back down to 4.5, right? So look for same kind of action if momentum continues and if debt ceiling doesn't really phase out the action to the upside. But for now, volume is coming in as well. Let's take a look at it on our stock tweet, and then we can really analyze it as much. So right now we're looking at this breakout. We're breaking out of a far solid range right now, and I'm looking for price back into 415 if we can get it. If we fail 417 area, then we can pull back down to that 415 and then hold that area as a retest. But for now, I'm expecting momentum to the upside. Anything these guys want to do, okay, I want the market to rally because we've come to that spot. First stock here is gonna be Apple. Okay, Apple right now, we got so much stuff going on with Apple. Apple is coming out with their new checking account where you can save and you get 4.3 or 4.15% on your APY. So I think a lot of guys is gonna really subscribe to that, because guess what, we're looking for banks to pay us interest when we save our money. Okay, look, talk about Chase Bank, Wells Fargo and all that. They really don't give you money for your savings, right? So Apple is coming up with that. Capital One also is another good one as well. They give you high percentage on your savings. So when you save money, they pay you to save money rather than not paying you at all and giving you 0.01%, just like Chase Bank, okay, JP Morgan. So don't deal with that bank, in my opinion. Just go save your money in a place where you get a better APY. So Apple also has one coming up. You got to have the app, and so on and so forth. You have your savings and you have your money secured. Okay, these are solid companies, in my opinion. I think they're still gonna stand the test of time, so keep an eye out on Apple as well. Apple has been solidly pushing and pushing and pushing to the upside, but overall we're looking at 180 area. Okay, so Apple overall, I'm looking at 180 if we can really hold this 175. Okay, from previous video I was talking about 175, 180. That's our next spot on Apple, so keep an eye out. I think we can get there easily on Apple, just like we did on Tesla. Let's take a look at Tesla as well. Tesla, in previous videos I talked about price pushing in and coming right into 180, and we got to that spot. Okay, so price really found a consolidation right here around this 170, only to break it as the market continued to push to the upside. We got to that 50 moving average area and just break right through it. Now we're going to be looking up for price to really get back into 190 or 200 on a Tesla. So keep an eye out, because why? We have this downtrend. This downtrend is what we're looking at right now. So if we break through this downtrend, holds around this area, we can get to 200 easily on Tesla. So keep an eye out on Tesla. I still have some position as well. Amazon as well. Looking at right around this area of 120. Okay, so 120 is our spot to keep an eye out on. I think if we can continue to push to the upside, then we should be all right. Looking at 130 overall for price to really push in. So right now we're breaking this first area, which is 115, 114 into 120. So keep an eye out on Amazon, as Amazon continue to give us that momentum to the upside. We broke that area, like I said, 114, and we can possibly retest it and then continue to push to the upside on that name. Nvidia is another name. Nvidia, what have you, Nvidia? So right now Nvidia $300, that is our spot to watch. If we pull back, then we're going to be pulling back to that 300. Hold that 300. We'll continue to push to the upside. Overall, 70%, 69% on RSI. Not too bad for continuation to the upside. I think momentum can continue to come in. If we can retest that 300, then I'm sure we're solid on that name. Meta as well. Meta, we're looking at Meta. For now, Meta is also doing good in terms of pushing to the upside. We've been like really rallying on Meta. We never look back, right? So 71%, 70% on RSI. I think we're still good to continue to push to the upside. Look for 250 on this name as well. NAT, this is also another small one to keep an eye out on. They got dividend as well. This is a shipper or shipping company, is a tanker, right? So we're looking at price around this area. Right now we're breaking downtrend, so we can continue to hold this momentum. I think we can push right back into the $5 zone as well. Palantir is another name. This actually broke downtrend to the upside and never looked back. Right now we got a rejection right around the 1250 area. Okay, so overall for this, we're really extended, and I'll be looking for price back into the $10. Hold that $10, we should be good. Remember how we consolidated and fought right around the 750 and 850 area, right? So we are out of that zone, and I think right now we're extended in terms of RSI too. TSM, okay. TSM is Taiwan Semiconductor, and right now we're breaking down trend to the upside. I'll be looking for some form of a rejection right around the 92 or 95 area, so we can retest this downtrend 87, 88 area. Okay, so if we do that, then we're good, we're solid, and then we can continue to push to the upside. Okay, so keep an eye out on that as well. Also, I also talked about PTD, right? There are rules that are really involved. Okay, overtrading is deadly, like I said, especially under when you're under PTD. So what you want to do is you want to have a very simple trading plan, which will help you to trade less while waiting for your trading plan or trading setup, right? So you just don't jump in if you're right on that PTD, because you only got 4 trades, right? So in so doing, look for a good setup, and then you get into the trade. Out of the trade, that is 1-day trade already. So if you can be able to find a setup levels that you can really get into and get out of, then you're good. Okay, so that's why, you know, the PTD rule is a very deadly rule, is a very messed up rule that, you know, enable people to trade less. Okay, so when you have actually, you know, when comes Monday or say Tuesday, and you've used 4 or 3 of your day trading, then guess what? That means you've actually overtraded, right? So just play wisely, play cautiously, and you should be fine. Don't guess. Okay, there's no guessing in the game. Okay, don't say, oh yeah, I think it's going here, I think it's going there. Just know that these are your technical levels. The stock is going that spot. If it doesn't go, then that technical doesn't stand. Okay, so keep an eye out. So don't guess. If the stock doesn't get to that level, okay, guess what? Why taking the trade? Then you get burnt out, right? So keep an eye out on all those trade as well. Looking at Cisco right now, Cisco, oh my goodness. Okay, we actually dropped down, and all of a sudden, you know, gain momentum back out and get bought back up, and right now we close at 49 at 18. So I'll be looking for price, you know, try to push right through 49.50, $50 on that. So keep an eye out on Cisco. TTE as well. TTEC, I'm looking for price to break out of this zone right into this downtrend level, $35. So if we can get to that spot, then we should be good. DKNG as well, we've been really pushing to the upside, and right now we're really consolidating around this zone. So I'll be looking for this downtrend break, which we actually broke this downtrend. Now the next spot is $25. If we can break $25, we'll continue to push right into $30 on DKNG. So keep an eye out on DKNG. Also MU Micron Technology, we're breaking this level of resistance. So next spot is going to be $70 in the coming days as well. JP Morgan, what do we have? JP Morgan right now, JP Morgan, we're looking at 142. That is the next level for the stock to really get to. Around this 135, 134 area was your a long-term hold or long-term peak, like I said in the previous video. ROI VN as well. Raven right now, we're looking at this area. Downtrend is that spot. We tested it and only to pull back down to revisit the 20 EMA. So keep an eye out. I think this can really bounce just for a tad bit, right? MAXN as well. Let's look at that. MAXN right now, we're looking at $30. We break $31, then we can continue to push to the upside. Right now we're retesting level, we're testing breakout level. So look for price to continue to push to the upside, because why? We've retested this trend right now. So look for more to the upside. NU right now, this is also another Warren Buffett holding. A couple of videos ago I talked about price continuing to push on this name. This is Warren Buffett's name. Got some around the $4 zone, only to sell out when we actually push lower. So right now the stock is going and pushing without me, right? So right now we're in the overbought zone. So I'll see if the same action happened like we did here, and see if we can pull back down to $5 as our support. Coca-Cola as well, KO, we're looking at price actually holding the $62 spot. So $62 is gonna be our support for now on that name. Unipa as well, PATH, looking for more to the upside. This 1250, that was a good spot for buy, as we got this little beautiful candle shape right here. And right now we got issue, we actually had the issue right around the 200 moving average, only to continue to push through as the market rallies. Right now $16, $15.50, $16, that's gonna be another area where we can fight to push right through that resistance. But overall, guys, I'm gonna post the remaining chart on my Twitter account, and just keep an eye out on these names as well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, guys. Peace and love. Bye bye.